industry perspective, I'm going to call out some elephants in the room here that a lot of people I think have have glossed over from time to time. But I don't want to do that. I want to talk about it. I think it's important that everybody talk about it. There's two avenues here of thought. I'm getting timed here, sorry. There's two avenues of thought here. There's pharmaceutical and there's nutraceutical, okay? A lot of people get defensive over the pharmaceutical and they come and they ask me, hey Josh, what do you think? Are these pharmaceutical companies going to come? Are they going to push you out of business? Is the FDA going to shut you down? And my simple answer is no. And you shouldn't be worried about that either. I'm happy that pharmaceutical companies are here now. I'm happy that they're being granted rights to study this. I'm a little wary of turning things into single compound medicines, and I'm even a little more wary of turning those single compounds into synthetic compounds. But I'm happy that the conversation has started. But what are we talking about here in New York? We're talking about a natural organic whole plant compound. We're talking about a nutraceutical. And we're actually going into clinical trials based around a supplement. Could you imagine, has anybody heard of a clinical trial around ginkgo biloba? Has anybody heard of a clinical trial around St. John's wort? No, you haven't heard of that. And let me tell you why. If you don't remember anything from this talk today, remember this. The reason that you're always going to have these two schools, pharma and nutra, is because we're dealing with the world's first organic whole plant compound that has surpassed and surpassing the efficacy of FDA-approved pharmaceuticals. This is an anomaly of science and nobody knows what to do with it. But we do. We do, for sure we do. And so that's why you're not going to be able to put this back. We're dealing with a very, very common situation here. We've seen this before, right? Prohibition. History repeats itself. When you consider the implications of this, it's like looking into a mirror. During the Volstead days, who got rich? Gangsters, right? During the drug war, who's continued to profit? Cartels, right? Right. And now we're standing, when we abolished prohibition, who are the ones that got rich? The risk takers, right? The Kennedys, the Seagrams, the rum runners, the bootleggers. And now we stand at that precipice here where we're abolishing this ridiculous drug law, this ridiculous drug policy. And who's going to take advantage of that? I think I'm probably looking at some of it.